Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly winery update. I'm your host, Amanda, and thank you so much for joining me tonight. We have a lot of exciting updates and things that are going to be happening this week, so get ready for an exciting update. In the meantime, if you are watching this and sipping on something delicious, let me know in the comments section. I am sipping on one of my favorites, Marquette Rosé. It had been a little while since I had had some Marquette Rosé, so I figured I was due for a bottle here. We are getting low on that one, along with quite a few other wines, and so I thought this would be a good time to crack open a bottle, especially with all this hot weather we've been having lately. So I've got a nice glass of Marquette Rosé tonight. Let me know if you're sipping on anything good here. And like I said, we've got a lot of different things going on. So get ready for some exciting updates here. We've got some fun events and different things, some new ones too. So I'm really excited. We've got quite a few new events. So we'll kind of break down tonight everything that's happening here. And I think I'm losing my voice a little bit. It was a really busy weekend. This last weekend, we, of course, had just a kind of a regular fun weekend at the winery, but then we also launched our Holy Hill Art Farm wine collection. Some of you may have seen the post over the weekend where we launched 5 different wines at the Holy Hill Art Farm, which is located really close to Holy Hill Basilica in Richfield, Wisconsin. And if you haven't been out there, I highly recommend it. They're going to be doing a lot of fun events this summer and fall. So a lot of their events are ticketed, and they're going to have all that wine at each of the events too. So if there was one of the Art Farm wines that really stuck out to you, make sure to check out their page, and they will be selling those at all of their fun events. So I think we'll blame it on the Art Farm and why I'm losing my voice here a little bit, but we'll get through this. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, some new things, some old things. First, I do want to talk about our Bags League. So Bags Leagues was supposed to be happening tonight, actually. And with the heat and just everything that's going on lately, we have decided to push Bags League to August 4th. So for June and July, we will not be having Bags League on Wednesday night. But if you want to come out and play bags, just give us a heads up. I know we had a group of coworkers that came out a couple weeks ago, and they just requested to have the bags set up and everything. So that's definitely still a possibility. And just give us a heads up that you want to be using the bag sets. But in the meantime, we will not be having Bags League on Wednesday nights for June and July. And we'll be kicking that back up in August, hopefully, is the plan, assuming the weather can cooperate with us. So Bags League has been postponed. This Thursday, we don't really have any special events or anything going on Thursday, but on Friday, I am super excited. We've got a newer event happening on Friday. So our Family Feud Trivia, we're taking a break for the month of June, and we're doing 90s trivia. So this is going to be on June 11th and June 25th. So if you want to come both nights, that's amazing. We have a big set of trivia questions, and we're going to do the first half of the trivia questions on June 11th, which is this Friday already. And then on June 25th, we'll be doing the second half. And so we'll be doing prizes for the winning teams of that night. And then if there are any teams that come for both the 11th and the 25th, we will have a special prize for teams that can make it out for both nights. So that's going to be the 90s trivia. I'm excited. This is our first time doing a decades trivia. So what do you guys think? Are you ready for some 90s trivia? I know we've been talking about doing some other theme trivias too. I'm a huge fan of the TV show The Office. And so I, of course, would love to host some Office trivia. I know we've also talked about maybe doing some Friends trivia. So we're going to be spicing it up a little bit. As much as we all love Family Feud, we thought it'd be fun to change it up and do some different theme trivias here, especially with summer and everything else we've got going on. So this month it's 90s trivia. And if you guys have any ideas on some different ones, like I said, The Office, Friends, whatever your requests are, send them our way and we will try to fulfill them and see. Hopefully we can either, with The Office trivia, I think I could write all the questions myself. For Friends trivia, maybe we'll have to find some questions online and do some research there. But the 90s trivia, it's going to be a good first theme one. So I like it. Laura says, I don't know if I remember much of the 90s. I was pretty young, not going to lie. I was pretty young during most of the 90s. So I could be hit or miss. But we've got that going on Friday night, 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, again, it's just kind of a regular day out in the tasting room. I haven't looked at the weather, and I do have Alexa muted this time. So unfortunately, she's not going to be jumping in on the live here and giving us a weather update. But the slushy flavors this week, let's roll into that because that's what you should be doing on Saturday. Mel has been working hard creating some very delicious slushy flavors. This week, she whipped up Cosmopolitan and Wino Colada. I tried them both before I left, and they were very good. I think I like the Wino Colada one better. I'm a big pineapple fan, so the Cosmopolitan one is good too, though. I know last week we had blueberry and strawberry lemonade, and those were huge hits. So we're just, we've only got the 2 spots, so we can only do 2 flavors a week. So just stay tuned. And if you see a flavor that you're going to want, remember we've got the to-go one, so you can come in and fill up a to-go one and stick it in your freezer. So if you know you're going to love the Wino Colada, come on in and stock up on that one. And then hopefully you won't miss out on it because, we've got quite a few different slushy flavors that we're doing. So it's hard to say if you're going to be able to, if we're going to have any back stock when you do come in. So we've got that going on. Then Sunday, one of my favorite musicians is going to be coming out. Cindy Myers will be playing from 2 to 4 on Sunday. Cindy is definitely a local favorite. If you haven't heard her before, definitely come check her out on Sunday. She just it's really like the perfect type of music for hanging out at the winery. It's like upbeat enough that it keeps like the fun rolling, but then it's also, it's not like pop music to the extreme where it's not like a rager or anything. So Cindy to me is one of the best musicians we have out at the winery. So if you haven't checked her out, or if you're one of her big groupies, like I know a lot of our fans are, then hopefully we'll see you on Sunday from 2 to 4. I gotta take a sip of my wine here. All right. Laura is interested in the Cosmopolitan. Kathy and Angie are excited about the Colada. I agree with Emily that both sound amazing. Oh man. I think tomorrow night I'm going to have to do some of the to-go slushies. I knew I had some Marquette Rosé in the fridge, but tomorrow will have to be the to-go slushies. So that's what we've got going on at the winery this weekend. We do have some bigger events coming up. I definitely want to talk about the big event that we have next weekend. So Saturday, June 19th is our Door County Fish Boil. And that is going to be from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. We will have live music during that just for people who bought fish boil tickets. So we won't be fully closed. However, like pretty much all the tables will be reserved for fish boil tickets. So you're more than welcome to come in and make purchases on the 19th from 4 to 7. However, in order to be able to sit on the patio and enjoy music and everything, that is just going to be for those who bought the fish boil tickets. And if you haven't checked out the details, trust me, like I do not like fish. I'm not somebody who would normally push a fish boil, but I've had their food. I think this would be like my 5th year having their fish boil every summer. And it is so good, guys. I can't stress this enough. And I know we have people who come back to this event every year. It sells out. I think we're already over halfway sold out. Hopefully, well, we might have some more tickets this time next week. But if you know you want to come, I recommend getting your fish boil tickets sooner than later because it is filling up and it is very delicious. So we've got the tickets up for that. And so make sure to check that out. And while you're at the event, you could maybe order a drink off of our new Poor Decisions cocktail menu. So as a lot of you know, Allie's been working on making some very delicious cocktails with our wine. And she is making a menu of the ones, not all of them are ones that we can make at the winery because we do like to spice it up and throw some stuff that's a little harder than wine in the cocktails. And so the ones that have hard liquor in them, we won't be able to make those specifically at the winery. Those are more for fun for you guys to make at home. But any of the ones that are just like wine and juice and Sprite and soda, those are the ones that we are going to be making at the winery. And so speaking of poor decisions and some stuff that we unfortunately can't make at the winery, let's see what Allie's got mixing up this week.
Welcome back to Poor Decisions. Today, let's use our summer collection watermelon wine to make a watermelon margarita. All right, so for this one, we're gonna use a shaker again. I'm gonna add 1.5 ounces of tequila. And if you're having a bad day, do a little more. You know, you owe it to yourself, you really do. After that, I'm gonna do 1/2 ounce of lime juice. Well, that was about 1/2 ounce. A little more for good measure. Then we're gonna grab the watermelon wine, which is one of my favorites. I think strawberry might be my favorite this year. Last year it was watermelon, but I think I switched it up, but yeah. So 3 ounces of watermelon wine. Now we're gonna shake it up. I'm really excited for this. Oh my God. All right, get a glass, ice, of course. Pop the top. And let's give it a good strain. I'm so excited. Woo! All right, Here we go. Watermelon margarita. Cheers. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. If I didn't have that lime juice mishap, this would be a solid 10. Because I had the mishap, 8.5. But you know what? Either way, I'm gonna still drink it. So, cheers.
I love it. I love lime juice, so I probably should have been the one to drink that one. Allie ended up making Melanie and I our own glasses of it, and I can assure you it is extremely delicious. And I think, she mentioned how the strawberry is kind of her favorite of the summer collection this year. I think you could easily swap out the strawberry instead of the watermelon and make a strawberry margarita with the strawberry wine. Which, speaking of strawberry and watermelon, if you haven't heard, the summer collection is back. It's June. It's finally here, which there's strawberry, watermelon, lemon, and pineapple. These are currently available to all of our Herd Wine Club members for the month of June, and it's new and current Herd members. So if you haven't joined the Herd yet, if somehow the Mermaid Muscat didn't hook you like it did everybody else, then now is definitely the time to join, because we've got our delicious summer collection flavors back. And I know we've been using these in the slushy machine a bunch, and I think Allie's going to be whipping up a lot more cocktails now that these are back too. I was thinking the lemon one, we did a lemon lavender slushy a month or so ago. That was probably my favorite. And so I'm hoping I can get Allie to make a lemon lavender spritzer using the lemon from the summer collection. So there's just like endless possibilities with these. I mean, obviously they're good on their own, but I feel like there's a lot of opportunity to be mixing them and making all kinds of fun stuff. Megan says, yum, even though I don't do tequila. See, like I would say, I kind of want to try this watermelon margarita instead of using tequila and lime juice, literally just combining Margarita Monday white wine with the watermelon or strawberry or any of the summer collections. Pineapple could be really good too. They could all be good. So, so even if you don't do tequila, maybe switch it up and just instead of using tequila, use the margarita wine. Alexis is having a Throwback Thursday slushie. That sounds delicious. I could definitely, it's been just a warm week. We need some rain and some cooler temperatures here. So slushies will be a great way to break the heat, but hopefully we can get some rain and other cooler weather in here. You know what else could use a little rain besides us? The vineyard. But I do have a little update here for you guys on how the vineyard is looking. So I'm going to break away here and show you what the vineyard's looking like. It's already been over 2 weeks now. I can't believe it. All right, we are back at the vineyard, checking in to see how all of our baby vines are doing. Right here we've got our Marquette vineyard. There are 700 Marquette vines here. Then over here we have the Itasca vineyard. And the vines are already starting to pop up out of the grow tubes. This is our first vine here, and you can already see the leaves growing there. And then some of them are popping up over the grow tubes already. Check out those little buds. We've already got some vines growing, guys. Things are looking good. Yay! I couldn't believe it. I didn't think that they had grown that much already in the 2 weeks it's been. So it's amazing to see that the progress they're making already. And we'll already be able in the next week or so here to see which of the vines are going to survive and which ones might need to be replanted. So thankfully, the company that we purchased the vines from guarantees them. And so any vines that don't grow this year, we will be able to take them out and put in a vine that hopefully will grow in their place. But overall, everything looked like it was doing really well, and our grass is starting to come in too. But again, we could use some rain. So if we don't get very much rain, then we have a plan for this weekend. We're going to have to fill up. We have a trailer that has like a big tank on it with spraying arms to it. And thankfully, it hasn't been used for chemicals and different things. So we can fill that up with a bunch of water and go through and water the vineyard because, we thought we'd be good. Marquette really does not like water. It likes to starve and be really thirsty. But these baby vines, I think they are going to need a little bit of water. We'll see. Hopefully there'll be some rain, but we might end up having to water them a little bit here and there with this crazy weather we're having. So I'll continue to update you guys. And if you saw in that video, there were the little buds, and those tiny buds, they turn into flowers. And then from those flowers, the grape clusters form. And unfortunately, we received some horrible news today that one of the vineyards that we purchased a lot of our grapes from, they experienced some frost at the end of May. I think it was May 29th. And so those little buds that you saw in that video, they already had those then on May 29th. And we had frost that then froze those buds. And unfortunately, when that happens, it can kill off that part of the plant. And it did do that. And so now those flowers are dying and turning brown, which means there won't be grapes coming from them. And so we are in a predicament where, since they aren't going to be able to produce any fruit this year because of the late frost, that we're going to have to search for a couple of more vineyards from Wisconsin to get some of our delicious wines like this. Oh my goodness. If we can't make any Marquette Rosé this year, I might just have to just take the whole tank of what we have right now home. But hopefully we can, reach out to some other vineyards and find some more places that will have grapes this year. But our Wisconsin vineyard that we have worked with the past couple of years and we were planning on getting quite a few grapes from this year, they experienced some severe damage from the frost. And so that's the tricky part about growing grapes in Wisconsin. It is not easy. So unfortunately, our weather did some damage this year. But stay tuned. Hopefully we will find some more vineyards because we gotta get making some wine. Okay, so that's the vineyard update. I've got a couple more events I want to touch base on with you guys, just in case you haven't heard yet. For this month on June 27th, it's a Sunday morning at 11 a.m., we are going to be having kind of a camp-themed board painting. The tickets should be out now, if not very, very soon. So stay tuned. June 27th at 11 a.m., we're going to be having board painting again. Then book club is going to be happening on June 24th. The book for this month is Waiting for the Night Song by Julie Carrick Dalton. I don't have a description for you guys yet. I'll make sure to get one next week. I just started listening to a new book on my own. So hopefully I can finish that one and then start downloading and listening to this one right after that. So the June book club is June 24th, Waiting for the Night Song. Then we've also got another new event happening here. This looks really good on my wall. Anybody else? So we are doing a tobacco basket making class. I know it says book club. I quick made this last minute. Mistakes happen. It's fine. But it is happening June 22nd, 23rd. There we go. Yes. So June 23rd. I did get that part right. So it's not book club, but it's basket class on June. Oh, geez, I've got June 22nd. I really botched this one. Sorry, guys. So it's going to be on Wednesday, June 23rd. We are going to be having a basket weaving class. So you can make a super cute basket like this one to hang on your wall or put it in like the center of your dining room table. I actually have made one of these before, like exactly like this, minus the flowers. And I had never made a basket before, and it was pretty easy and fun, and it's a relaxing thing. So if you've never made a basket before, this is the perfect beginner class. And I know these tobacco baskets are really popular right now. They look really fun on the wall. I kind of want one of these on my wall already. And the class is just for the basket, but you can always go and get like a little wreath or some flowers to put inside it if you want to hang it up. Or I know you can even put like napkins and different stuff in them. And there's two different sizes. They're doing a square one or a rectangle one. And my mom and aunt are actually going to be the ones teaching the class. So they both make a ton of baskets and they love it. So they're very excited to be teaching their passion to those who are also interested in learning how to make baskets. And, those tobacco baskets, they look good. So I'm excited. I feel like it would also look good to find like a wood letter of like your last name, like my last name Steffel. So if I found like a big wood S and painted it a color and put that in the basket, there's a lot of potential and a lot of ways you can decorate and use the baskets. So come on out. The tickets for that, I believe, I know that they are already up. And the class starts at 5, but I know some people work until 5. So if you can't make it until 5:30 or something, you can still go ahead and buy a ticket and just shoot us a message and let us know that you won't be able to be there right at 5. And we'll hopefully be able to get you in and get you going on making the basket. They take like maybe 2 hours. So it won't, be a super late night or anything. And we've already got quite a few tickets sold. So I think it's going to be a fun group and good time. Come out and have a glass of wine and learn how to make some baskets. And just a friendly reminder then too, we are no longer doing reservations. That includes for trivia and the other events and things that we've got going on. So except for like the fish boil and some of those things where we have like tickets with, that you have to buy in advance and everything. But if you're just planning on coming out on Saturday, you do not need a reservation. Tables are going to be first come, first serve again. So we've got no reservations anymore. It's going to be a fun week, I think, guys, and hopefully filled with lots of wine and maybe just a little bit of rain. Like, how about like some morning showers that'll help get the vineyard a little bit of rain, but then give us a nice like 70 something temperature out on the patio for just a beautiful weekend. Does that sound like a good plan? I think so. Well, that's all I've got for tonight, folks. Thank you so much for joining me again, and hopefully we will see you all very soon, either at the winery or out and about. Cheers to a fun week ahead, and we will see you very soon. Bye, guys.